Hello my lovely viewers, welcome back, and if you're new here, hello, I'd love you to join us. This video is kind of in two parts, and there's a reason for that. Twice a year I do fashion trends with you, so earlier on last year I did autumn winter, and now I want to focus in on spring summer 2026, and I've got 7 key areas therefore to share with you. And then what I want to do is show you some new arrivals that kind of pick up on those things that I'm talking about from M&S. So let's jump in with the first trend. Okay, the first trend is around colour. And 3 are seen to emerging really. Red, yours truly is wearing red here, blue and yellow, and shades therein. And some examples I want to share with you here and pick up on that. So they're the designer examples that I want to share. But it's not just colour itself, it's colour blocking as well. So there's an option here. So the first example, I've got red, beautiful red dress here. So something that is vibrant and picks up on that spring summer freshness. The next example is around blue. And the example I've got here for you is around that colour blocking. So it's taking a bold statement, but the boldness all in one outfit just makes it work. And the last one is a pale yellow, a beautiful blouse here that picks up on some of the other trends I'll share with you. So number 1 is colour. Number 2 are trench coats, and they can be a bit of a staple. So one thing I've got here for you is the classic Burberry. So a classic style that comes through in many high street examples of trench coats. This year as well, designers are taking a different take on that. So the second example I've got here is a different take, a more sort of a different view, a different hue, all of those things. So a bit kind of deconstructed, but a trench nonetheless. Number 3 is preppy sportswear. So think polo shirts, I'm wearing one here today, a knitted one. But that preppy style is still going strong for spring summer 2026. And the example I've got here for you picks up on that colour I mentioned earlier on. So a bit of a bold statement, but nonetheless something that looks quite divine. Okay, the next one is around fringe detail and embellishment. Now, fringe detail emerged last year, and also embellishment we took through from a different nature in terms of autumn winter, but this brings difference. And the example I've got here for you is a beautiful top that shows you how that softness of embellishment goes forward for spring summer. Fringing is not just on clothing, but it's also on accessories. And the handbag I have here is a tote with a little bit of fresh and modernity about it in how they've added that fringe detail. So fringe and embellishment still going strong for spring summer. Okay, number 5 is tailoring, and that's still going strong for spring summer 2026. The example I've shown you here, you'll see a white suit. But it doesn't just mean white suits or suits per se. That tailoring can be something that's sharp, put together, curated. So tailoring still for spring summer 2026. Okay, number 6, florals. No surprise there. The example I show you here shows you a more muted, sort of almost hand-painted variant of that floral look. So something a little bit more deconstructed than the archetypal floral for spring summer. And last but certainly not least is scarves. I absolutely adore a scarf. They can just add something different to a plain outfit. But what designers are doing here, that they're doing scarves differently as well. And the example I'll show you here is something I picked up from H&M, which is coming through. And you can see how this skirt picks up this sharp scarf detailing around the waist, but just looks, as I said to you before about tailoring, it just looks tailored and exceptionally sharp. So finally, scarves for spring summer 2026. Okay, this is the first piece I want to share with you. I spoke about the colour red, and I spoke about scarf detail. And this is a beautiful cardigan that Marks and Spencer's have done. Now this is with wool. This is in the shade Burgundy. It's an extra small, and this is £33. But this is a beautiful shade. But it's that shade that has a lovely hue to it, if that makes sense. So you've got the scarf detail here, and it is attached. So you then have the cardigan underneath here as well. Just move that to one side so you can see. So it's seamless in the colour. So the buttons are tonal. They just then float away in the cardigan. Beautiful sleeve detail here. Nice length. Exceptionally plain. And that is it. The simplicity is in the design of that scarf detail. Okay, blue is one of the shades, and this is a lovely blue shirt from Marks. Now, this is a size 6, it's cotton. It is a size 6, as I say, and it's £28. This is really lovely. Now, this is oversized, this is an over 6. This is really going to take you through to summer as well. So you've got the tonal blues here with the white in the stripe as well. I like how they've got this pocket in the horizontal, just adds detail, and I think brings in the cuff of the shirt. Round the back, you just got a nice little box pleat. Adds a little bit of a generous width here. This is just simplicity and would go with many pieces in your wardrobe. Okay, this is a fresh take on a sweatshirt. And what takes it, or what elevates it, is the scarf detail. Now this is attached, although on the side it says it's detachable. It is sewn, but it's only caught with a couple of stitches, so you can easily take that off. And to be quite honest, I think you might want to, because you can wear that with other pieces as well to get most wear out of it. But really, what, as I say, you can see here how that scarf just elevates a simple blue sweatshirt into something that can take you to different places. It's just plain. Haven't told you the details yet. This is an extra small. It was £30 and it's just in the shade navy. And it's as simple as that. But this just elevates it from a humble sweatshirt to something a little bit elevated. Okay, I also spoke about texture and detail. And this really does have that, this top. So it's a top, cardigan, jacket, all of the above. Now I've picked this up in a size small, and it was £36, and it's in the shade natural. And honestly, the simplicity of this just elevates it. Lovely cutaway collar, but look at the buttons. Sorry, I meant to say to you, this is cotton rich. How these buttons are covered in this cotton fabric, so it's almost done like a lattice weave in the button. The fact that it's got that texture and detail attracts the attention and adds detail, and I think something a little bit different. The fabric here, as you can see, is textured, so I think that just makes it a little bit more elevated. Slightly cropped, so this will go with many things, as I say, easily pop on with something, trousers, skirt, over a dress. You've got options. Okay, blue again, and it's this cotton knit that's in a size extra small. It's in the shade Azure. This is only £20. Can't tell you how absolutely lovely this is. It's a beautiful shade of blue. Very plain. Nice broad sleeve detail here. Just an edge to the sleeve here, which is mirrored at the bottom. Beautiful, just exceptionally plain, but honestly, again, you have options with this. It's a beautiful shade that, I say, will go with many things, paired perhaps a bit differently. Okay, red is one of the colours. And then this is a beautiful, rich red shade. Now this is with wool. It's an extra small. It's in the shade Soft Cherry. This is only £28. Again, this is simple. Now this is, as I say, an extra small, but you've got some width here. So Marks have done a bit of oversizing for you. So if you want that little bit more of a luxe look, they have done it. Beautiful, nice drop sleeve here. Nice wide sleeve, goes down to a slightly narrow at the wrist detail. Just exceptionally plain, but I love this red shade. Okay, and it's the final piece, and it's these flared high-rise full-length jeans. Now these are in a really dark indigo, so picking up on that blue, I like this gold embellishment. These are a size 6 regular, and they were £40. Now what I will say is, these do come up small around the waist detail, so I would need to size up for a size 8 in these. These are quite tight fitting. I haven't had time to get another pair, so we're going to go with it. So you'll have to bear with me. So honestly, these are lovely. So you've got that nice flare, but look at the detail down the bottom here. So you've got this large kind of statement hem with the stitching, and just adds that little, just draws the leg down, if that makes sense. Got this nice pocket detail on the front here. Around the back, you've got patch pockets. But this kind of semi-matte gold of these buttons just look lovely. They constantly refresh the denim marks, and these are a great pair of denim jeans. I would just size up. Okay, that's the end of the video. Mash will come next, where I'll show you some different outfit inspirations from the pieces here. But I hope you've seen how they emulate and pick up some of those key details that I spoke to you about the fashion trends. And one thing I will say is it's exceptionally wearable, but there's a reason for me to focus in on, which is why I like to do it on the fashion trends. It's to look to refresh, to look at things that we have with a different light, or to see where we think, yeah, I've not seen that before, or I've not tried that colour, for example. Maybe I want to see how that may work in my wardrobe. So there's a reason for that. So let me know if one of the pieces is a hero for you. Let me know if one of the trends is something that really sparks your interest. I'd love to know. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for your lovely comments, and they mean such a lot. And thank you very much for subscribing as well. That does mean a lot to the channel as well. And if you haven't, I hope that you will. So let's jump right into the mashup, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio. Bye-bye.